Cinema is a wildfire, unpredictable, consuming and capable of igniting hearts across the world. Well, a wildfire sweeps through Indian cinemas this week too, and that is Pushpa 2. We will get to it. I'm Atika Farooqui. You're watching Now Showing, and here are the highlights. Fire nahi, wildfire! But Pushpa, Allu Arjun's larger-than-life character, doesn't shy away from showcasing his feminist side in Pushpa 2. Does Pushpa 2, the rule our hearts? We will tell you. The film that shaped generations, revisiting Lawrence of Arabia, our recommendation for your weekend. A rendezvous with Vikrant Massey on his latest film, his likes and dislikes, his career, personal choices and so much more. Tahir Raj Bhasin opens up about why film 83 didn't strike big at the box office and his latest YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein. And Pushpa 2 music composer Devi Sri Prasad talks about creating the songs for the film. And let's begin the show with Pushpa 2. Well, the saga of Pushpa Raj continues in Sukumar's Pushpa 2, The Rule, one of the most anticipated sequels of this year in Indian cinema. Riding on the massive success of Pushpa, The Rise and Allu Arjun's National Award-winning performance, the sequel aims to elevate the franchise into a pan-Indian cultural phenomenon. Does it manage to live up to the towering expectations though? Well, partially. While the film has its moments of brilliance, it stumbles in key areas, leaving behind a mixed impression. The sequel resumes Pushpa Raj's journey as he consolidates his smuggling empire while grappling with new threats from political and familial quarters. His clashes with Minister Pratap Reddy, that is Jagapati Babu, and the unrelenting Bhavar Singh Shekhawat, that is Fahaad Faasil, provide ample drama. At the same time, tensions within his family, particularly with his estranged stepbrother, add emotional heft. The narrative balances Pushpa's rise to power with the personal cost of his ambition. However, as the film progresses, his ability to sustain this delicate balance wanes, leading to a climax that struggles to match the energy of its opening acts. Allu Arjun delivers another electrifying performance, embodying Pushpa with unparalleled charisma and intensity. He masterfully blends arrogance and vulnerability, creating a character that commands attention in every frame. His physicality, his walk, his quirks and his larger-than-life presence, reminiscent of Mohanlal's gangster roles, stand out as the film's most compelling feature. The first 2 hours are engaging, with Sukumar showcasing a refined storytelling approach. The humor and drama are well calibrated, allowing the serious moments to breathe without being undermined by misplaced comedy. The film also explores themes of loyalty, betrayal and power dynamics with finesse, drawing comparisons to classics like The Godfather. The visual storytelling is top-notch, thanks to Miroslav Kuba Bozek's stunning cinematography. The vibrant action set pieces, the atmospheric landscapes, and the intricately choreographed sequences elevate the viewing experience. Devi Sri Prasad's pulsating score adds an additional layer of energy, complementing the film's high-octane moments. A standout scene is the Jathara ritual, where Pushpa's trance-like dance and subsequent confrontation blend tradition with raw intensity, epitomizing the film's ability to craft unforgettable moments. Unfortunately, the film begins to unravel in its final act. The third hour, which should have been the crescendo, feels overly drawn out and cluttered with cliches. The reliance on outdated tropes, such as using a woman's honor to amplify the hero's machismo, feels regressive and uninspiring. Rashmika Mandanna's character is largely sidelined, serving little purpose beyond a plot device. Fahaad Faasil, a powerhouse performer, is frustratingly underutilized. His character, initially intriguing, is relegated to a shallow antagonist by the end, wasting the potential of his dynamic presence. The lack of a strong, well-constructed rivalry between Pushpa and Shekhawat is a glaring missed opportunity. The songs, while visually appealing, disrupt the narrative flow, especially in the latter half. Instead of advancing the story, they contribute to the film's uneven pacing. Pushpa 2, The Rule is a visual and performance-driven extravaganza that strives in moments of high drama but stumbles in delivering a cohesive narrative. While Allu Arjun shines as the indomitable Pushpa, the film's overindulgence in formulaic elements and an underwhelming climax dilutes its impact. For fans of the franchise and mass entertainers, Pushpa 2 offers plenty of spectacle. However, for those seeking depth and innovation, the film might fall short of its ambitious aspirations, as the cliffhanger hints at a potential third installment. One hopes Sukumar will refine the storytelling to match the grandeur of his vision. And now we give you our recommendation for your weekend that you can sit on your couch, in your living room and enjoy with family. So, in the annals of cinematic history, few films have achieved the legendary status of Lawrence of Arabia, released in 1962. Directed by David Lean and starring Peter O'Toole in his breakout role, this epic biographical drama is more than just a film. It is an experience, a visual masterpiece that has stood the test of time. Whether you're a seasoned cinephile or a casual movie enthusiast, this is a film that deserves a place on your watch list this weekend. The plot of Lawrence of Arabia follows the extraordinary journey of T.E. Lawrence, a British army officer who's tasked with aiding Arab tribes in their revolt against the Ottoman Empire during the World War I. Sent to assess the situation in the Arabian Peninsula, Lawrence immerses himself in Arab culture and forms deep alliances with key leaders like Prince Faisal and Sharif Ali. Through the combination of daring raids, strategic brilliance, and an uncanny ability to unite disparate tribes, Lawrence emerges as a pivotal figure in the revolt. However, the film delves beyond his military triumphs, exploring his internal struggles with identity, loyalty, and the personal cost of heroism as he grapples with his moral ambiguities of war and the politics of imperialism. The story is an epic tapestry of adventure, ambition, and human complexity set against the sweeping backdrop of the desert. Filmed largely in the vast deserts of Jordan, Morocco, and Spain, Lawrence of Arabia captures the raw beauty and harshness of the desert like no other film. Cinematographer Freddie Young's breathtaking visuals earned the film an Academy Award for Best Cinematography. From the iconic opening shot of a motorcycle racing through the English countryside to the sprawling deserts bathed in golden light, every frame is a work of art. One of the most iconic sequences is the mirage introduction of Sharif Ali, played by Omar Sharif, where the distant figure of a man on a camel emerges from the shimmering horizon. This moment alone showcases the film's mastery of suspense, scale, and visual storytelling. Peter O'Toole's portrayal of T.E. Lawrence is nothing short of mesmerizing. His piercing blue eyes, nuanced expressions, and commanding presence bring to life the enigmatic figure of Lawrence, capturing both his charisma and vulnerability. Omar Sharif, Alec Guinness, and Anthony Quinn deliver equally powerful performances, enriching the film's intricate tapestry of characters. Maurice Jarre's score is another standout aspect of the film. The hauntingly beautiful theme is its music, with its swelling orchestral arrangements, has become synonymous with the epic genre. It not only complements the grandeur of the visuals, but also deepens the emotional impact of the story. In an era dominated by fast-paced storytelling and CGI-laden blockbusters, Lawrence of Arabia reminds us of the power of patience and craftsmanship. At nearly 4 hours long, the film is a slow burn that demands and rewards your attention. Its themes of cultural understanding, the complexities of leadership, and the moral ambiguities of war remain strikingly relevant. Lawrence of Arabia won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, cementing its place in cinematic history. I suggest please do make time for this one over this weekend. Moving on to the actor of these times, and that is Vikrant Massey. Well, Vikrant Massey has been in the headlines. His movies have been releasing back to back, and this is one actor you cannot take your eyes off while he's on screen. So here is a throwback chat where he discusses everything about his life, his upbringing, his childhood, his neighborhood, his likes, dislikes, his favorite film, and so much more.
It's the inspirational life of Manoj Kumar Sharma. Also, I'm sure you know that this film is inspired or adapted from the book. I read the book, and it's one of the most inspiring journeys I've ever come across in life. And I had to say yes. There was no way I was going to say no to it.
ये जो फाइन के नाम तू मांग रहा है ना, ये घूस है। घूसखोरी कर रहा है तू इस कुर्सी पे बैठ के।
अबे जबान बहुत ज़्यादा चला रहा है तो।
जबान चलाना शुरू कहाँ किया अब तक?
My favorite dialogue from the movie यही है कि बाहर के अंधेरे से नहीं, अंदर के अंधेरे से डरो। सुविधाओं के लालच में समझौतों का अंधेरा। I am always 10 to 15 minutes late wherever I have to go. Manoj Kumar Sharma from 12th fail. The weirdest rumor. I mean, unfortunately or actually fortunately, मेरे बारे में ज़्यादा rumors circulate नहीं होते हैं. I mean, yeah, there was one when I was not married, but people said कि अरे ये married है, पर ये छुपाता है कि ये married है और इसका बच्चा भी है. तो I mean, yeah, ऐसे ही होता है. It was also the most scariest. It was the scariest. That it was way back when I was doing television. A woman actually, a married woman ran away from her home and she came on my set because she was in love with me and it was really scary. Like, I love going out to some of my favorite restaurants in Mumbai, you know, binging on their food. Yeah, I think it's just like street food is another something which I really enjoy. Pani puri, dahi puri, sev puri, vada pav, misal pav, dabeli, all of this. Kurta pajama, any day. I love wearing kurta pajama. I think that's the most comfortable attire. Culties, Shanangi go smart, or street smart. Locha matlab gadbad, rada matlab maar peet, lafda. Banta hai matlab dost, bachchi, fattu matlab jo bahut डरपोक हो, जो राड़े में कल्टी मार लेता है वो. प्यार मेरी बीवी शीतल, दोस्त मेरी बीवी शीतल. स्कूल चाइल्डहुड क्रेजी मेमोरीज. फूड माँ के हाथ का खाना. सॉन्ग स्टेज फिल्में लाइफ सीक्रेट बहुत है लेकिन वो मैं कैमरे में नहीं बता सकता.
And now, for a guy who tormented women in Mardani, Tahir Raj Bhasin is now running away from one in YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein. Is that karma? Probably. The gifted actor has lately embraced web series, but rightly calls OTT another medium of cinema. In this chat, he reflects on the success of YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein and also opens up about why the sports biographical film that he acted in, film 83, didn't do well.
Tururu Tururu was my first reaction because there's such an instant callback to the 90s cult classic Bazigar. But also I realize how apt it is because the show is all about sensational high drama writing and it's an ode to 90s Bollywood. In season 1 of YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein, you see a Vikrant who is idealistic. He wants like a very simple, perfect life of like a small house in a quiet place with the girl of his dreams and a small dog. And Purva, I think, is the antithesis of all of that. Her life is complicated, it's corrupt, it's power hungry, it's materialistic. And all of those things that Purva brings with her as baggage is what he's really against. Good karma, I would say, because in Mardani I was playing an antagonist and an anti-hero where I'm being chased by the cops, by the cop, Shivani Shivaji Roy. And this one, at least season 1, starts off with lots of love, not only romancing one actress but two of them. And वो कहते हैं ना जब देने वाला देता है तो छप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है, तो वो हुआ मेरे साथ. But also, like in all love stories, there are shades and there are challenges, and Vikrant has more than his share of them. And I'm just enjoying the ride and at the moment just basking in the good karma. I think it's an all body art form that like it's a very physical part. You see Vikrant not only acting with his eyes but his entire body language changes after I think episode 2 in season 2. And what I've really enjoyed is the amount that the audience takes in. We really underestimate the fine details that they can get into, and these days with social media there are comments about everything from the hairstyle to the costumes to the expressions, and it's just very validating for an actor to see this kind of response. The show in fact does a complete role reversal, because conventionally in our cinema we always, when we see one-sided love or we see obsessive love, it's always a man obsessing over a woman, and that kind of love is sort of romanticized through the ages. But in this one, it's the other way around. It's role reversal. You're actually seeing Vikrant through a female gaze, and there are moments of empathy for him. There are moments of empathy for Shweta Tripathi's character. There are moments of empathy for Anchal's character, and so it's very well balanced in that way. And I think towing that fine line between the vulnerability and times when he has to fight fire with fire is what makes Vikrant exciting. I am over the moon at the moment, because not only has season 2 been a massive success, but season 1 is back on the trending charts of the top 5 series that's being watched in India. And it's a huge compliment, because it's not a single dimensional character. He's a character who starts off with innocent dreams, but then is pushed into a corner, has shades of grey, and which get progressively darker in season 2. But you still know that he has a heart of gold, and he's fighting for the love of his life, and he's still desperately trying to hold on to the utopian vision of life that he had at the start of this journey. I know it didn't take 3 years actually. It was quite evident only in 3 weeks, because it released at a time of Omicron, when not a lot of people who would have enjoyed that kind of cinema. The film had a special value of reminiscing, like, the good days for a certain age group of the audience. And we would not have wanted an audience to put their health and safety at risk. But it is a timeless film, and it's a film that I continue to get messages for. And it's a special moment in our history, both as a country and as a sports-loving, cricket-loving nation. And I'm just so grateful to have played such an iconic cricketer in a film of that scale that really is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And that is something that I hold very close to me. I think it's a sign of the times. Both OTT and cinema will always coexist, and OTT just offers you characters that are best performed in chapter-wise storytelling, where you can watch them over 8 episodes or over 2 or 3 seasons. And I've really enjoyed doing both. Like, there was a film called Loop Lapeta that I did with Taapsee, which was like this quirky comedy on Netflix, and then there's Sultan of Delhi, which is more an action-driven part, and most recently YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein. So as an actor, as an artist, I just want to have the maximum variety that I can, and to reach the largest audience as possible. I think there's a big difference between television, OTT and cinema, and I don't count OTT as television. While the medium, maybe you can watch it on your iPad or phone or TV screen. Largely the technical teams that work in like YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein or a Sultan of Delhi are all cinema technicians. It's the cinematographers who make films, production designers, sound designers, who all work in both of those industries. So for me, it boils down to what is the visual quality, and of course the story, and who the director is. Love is equally important, and thankfully, as a result of YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein and the kind of love that show is getting, and otherwise in life, there has been a lot of it in life.
Up next, we have music composer Devi Sri Prasad explaining what went into creating the music for Pushpa 2. He also talks about the influence of Sanjay Leela Bhansali's music on his work, and more in this interview with my colleague Vishal Chatkara.
Pushpa, 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 tu daadi pe haath challe saari duniya hille. Pushpa, 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 Pushpa.
The title song features the voices of Nakash, Aziz, and Mika,
Huh.
and it's a very layered song. It sounds like it's Allu Arjun's character's entry song.
Yeah, exactly.
How much time it took you to crack the title track of the film?
So when Sukumar sir narrated the script of Pushpa 2, Actually, we were so thrilled. Like generally, how we listen to is Chandra Bose sir, the original Telugu lyricist. Chandra Bose sir is the one who got the Oscar award for
Oscar,
Natu
Natu
Natu.
Natu.
You all know that for the lyrics of that. So he's a legend, and Sukumar sir, I call him Sukubai. He's another legend. So when he was narrating the story to us, I thought, okay, since Pushpa Raj has already become a household name, it's become like a brand name. Like Pushpa, there's nobody who doesn't know the name Pushpa or the movie Pushpa. So I thought, okay, let's make an anthem out of this. Generally, I try putting the movie names and try making it like an anthem and all that, and it really worked for this. And Pushpa, 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 because the attitude of Pushpa is very cool. He's like, he has that swag, and he doesn't get tensed for anything. So I wanted that to transform into music. It should be very laid back. So ding, Pushpa, 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 Raj, Pushpa, Pushpa. The Raj should go. So I got some crazy ideas like that. And within like, I think about 10 minutes, I figured out the whole mukda of Pushpa, Pushpa. Pushpa Raj. Something like that I was singing. The second day we sat and we were discussing about this song where Sukumar sir was very it was his manifestation, and it was his concept that he wanted to have a song where every husband and wife would relate to, or every couple would relate to, or every girlfriend boyfriend would relate to. I'm a huge fan of Sanjay Leela Bansali sir. Okay, so I mean, who's not a fan of his movies and his songs and his visuals especially? So I always wanted to have a song that has those grand beats and all that, shot in a very grand way. I was thinking, okay, what rhythm to figure it out? What rhythm? Then तेरे नैनों में तेरे धान धान धीरे 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 धान धान धीरे धारे तेरे आँखियों में मेरे धूम धाम गरे धीम धाम गरे धान धान दर दाने तानने नारे तानने आए रे तानने मेरे दिल में धूम बता के धरी नारे 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 कुछ तो बोलो रे. They went to shoot, and we had some time to work. So then Kisik, that word existed from the script itself, from the movie itself. The song also starts with that word, right? Arey sab log aaye na, abhi ek photo nikal, something he says, like, take a picture now, Kisik karke. So randomly I sang to them, then let's make it like kiss, 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 kissika, kissa, kissa, kiss, kissika, kiss, 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 kissika, kissa, kissa, kiss, kissika. So like that, and immediately they loved it. And then I thought, okay, because we wanted this song to be owned by everybody. Like photographs are the most happening thing in our everyday life. And immediately Sukubai and Bose Garu came out with phrases like, okay, uncle has come, okay, grandfather has come, aunt has come, take a picture, kiss it, like that. So we just developed it like that. अंगारों का अंबर सा लगता है मेरे सामने तेरे राह में फूलों का है मेरे सामने.
Indian playback music is the heartbeat of cinema, weaving emotions into melodies that resonate with every soul, transcending time and borders. From Pushpa to YeYeh Kaali Kaali Ankhein and so many more. We hope that it was music to your ears too. Well, from me, I'm Atika Farooqui. We have to say goodbye with the promise that we meet again next week in the next episode. Till then, you take care and we see you at the movies.